I'm Father David O'Leary, and welcome to Understanding the Bible. When people hear the word Bible, I think many people get frightened because there's too much to comprehend. I'd like to share with you a simple way of understanding the Bible. That we shouldn't see the Bible as a history book. We shouldn't see the Bible as a book of astronomy. We shouldn't see the Bible as any other than a book of faith. The Bible is a book of faith. It's not written to tell us about history. That's what history books are for. The Bible's a book of faith. To understand the Bible first and foremost is to see that it came from and written for a people who were believers, a faith-filled people. Genesis 1, the creation account. We need to step back and recognize that there was no actual scribe writing from the first moment. The same is true in the Christian scriptures, that Jesus wasn't being recorded from the first word he spoke. The Bible needs to be seen as a book of faith, divinely inspired, the book of Genesis, answering a question: where did we come from? And so people, when they had the luxury to do theological reflection, when people didn't have to worry about shelter or food or safety, they started to ask the deeper questions. How did we get here? Where did we come from? What is it all about? The book of Genesis gives us that great poetic understanding of creation in the beginning. And we see that God is the creator. So the Bible, a book of faith, divinely inspired by God to a particular people God has already called into relationship. We should see the Bible as that book of faith, not written for historical accuracy, but written for an enduring message of faith that lasts throughout all of history. To understand the Bible is to recognize that it's a book of faith, divinely inspired by God, but a book of faith to answer the questions of the faith. How did we get here? Where did we come from? A book of faith that addresses our deepest needs. To understand the Bible is to understand ourselves as a faith-filled people. To understand the Bible is to break open that faith-filled message that endures all time. The Bible is a library of many books, a library of many books of what God has done for a particular people, a library of many books of a faith-filled story. To understand the Bible is to recognize that it is not one book, but many books giving the faith message that God wants us, the faith-filled message that endures the test of time. To understand the Bible is to understand our faith. I'm Father David O'Leary, and thank you for joining me of Understanding the Bible.